of The Night House. Now, I'm going to ask you questions about this. I know it's Rebecca Ferguson is in it.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, who's the girl?
Rebecca Hall.
Rebecca Hall. Okay. For Ferguson was what? It was from Mission Impossible.
Yep. And she's also in Dune.
Yeah. Oh, well, she was in the Hugh Jackman movie.
Oh, Reminiscence. Yep. And she's also in Doctor Sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways,
we're not talking about her.
Yeah, that's Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Hall.
She just recently directed a film that was in South by Southwest, I believe, called Passing. Or I think it was at Sundance, called Passing.
Did she?
Tessa Thompson. And also I think she starred in a couple films recently too.
Godzilla versus Kong. She was in.
She was in that one.
She's been in a lot of indie flicks and major studio flicks. I think she's a very well-rounded actress. But
she was in The Prestige.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But her performance in this movie, dude.
Yeah. Well, is this like Hereditary level for her? Like this for Toni Collette?
Yeah, it's that because like Toni Collette pulled off like this believability of it, whereas if they didn't make it sellable at all, the whole idea would kind of fall. That's what Rebecca Hall did, was like honed in on this grief, and really sold it. But the premise, if you want me to go into that real quick, is this widow, her husband committed suicide a week before. So she's going through the stages of grief. And so she starts going through his belongings and cleaning out the house. But then she finds out that she probably doesn't know her husband as much as she thought she did. And she starts experiencing weird stuff like random knocking in her lake house, and then hearing her husband having like these weird dreams. And it reveals quite a bit, but it's her journey onto that.
Okay. Does it get supernatural? Does it get more cult? Like, because I would assume cult.
What do you mean cult?
His past has something to do with the cult?
Sort of.
Oh, okay.
Sort of. But
is it a surprise still when you are in it?
Yes, because here's the thing.
I've heard that it's like it floors you.
Yeah.
Is it just emotional flooring though, where it's just beating you down with emotion to the point where it's like, I'm scared because of how sad I am? That's where the fear is now.
It's emotional, but it's also because like the ending is very open-ended. It doesn't give you the conclusive answers that you might need.
Okay.
But it's because, like, do you know the 5 stages of grief?
Do I? I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. So she's pretty much going through all 5 stages, and it's really more psychological than it is supernatural or occult, right? And the more she digs into her psyche, like dealing with grief, because there's like a lot of metaphor for the grief, to the point where you're like, okay, is this real, or is this just part of her placing blame on herself? Like, is this all in her mind, kind of a thing? So as far as the cultism goes, it's not confirmed, but like, yeah, she basically finds out her husband is part of this occult, but it's because they talk about like this thing, like she almost died and she came face to face with death, but she said that she saw nothing, right? And it turns out at the end, like that nothing is actually what she's seeing. And her husband like trying to fight it off.
Interstellar with Anne Hathaway?
No. But and I think that's kind of where it got.
I was trying to make an Interstellar Christopher Nolan parallel.
It's not even the same though. No.
Okay.
It's not even the same. But I think that's where a lot of people got thrown off though. So I don't know. I liked it, dude. And there's one scene in particular where, because like the main takeaway from this movie is like mental health.
Yeah.
How important it is. And I think she does a great job at it. I think the writing was really well done. The directing, like, super seamless. But the one, like, earlier this year, I started having panic attacks, like waking up with panic attacks. And there's one scene in this movie, and I don't know why, because it's not like a complicated scene or mind changing, right? But like the intensity of it and like the random jump scare of it caused me to have that same feeling where I couldn't breathe for 2 minutes while I was like trying to focus in on like what she was seeing too. Like I was like, the whole time we're with her. So it makes these moments so much more like,
you saw it in a theater
real.
too.
I did. Yeah.
Worth it for the theater?
Hell yeah.
Is it a Quiet Place level where you'll miss quite a bit?
No.
Okay.
No. But I could see if you're watching it on home, like on your home screen, I could definitely see people getting kind of sidetracked because it is slow
Mhm.
in some areas, but like I don't know. That's why I liked about the theaters. Like you can't have your phone out, so it
Yeah.
does kind of force you to really focus in on it. But dude, it's really heartfelt at the end.
Hmm.
So the best way I could describe it though is that there's a lot of heartache, there's a lot of terrifying moments, there's also a lot of compassion.
Okay. Nice. Well, are you doing a review?
I am. I'm typing it up. Will be up on my.
Where do people find your review stuff? We've pitched your over and under, but we've not pitched your actual like movie reviews.
It's just on my website. You can just follow me on Facebook and stuff.
That's not a thing.
I know.
That's not a name.
It's
the link tree. Go to the link tree in the description.
Yeah, they'll have film reviews up there. But
and you just did an over and under too with Craig Price. No,
that was a couple months ago.
Oh, but you just posted it up like a throwback.
I've been playing catch up because I have all these clips that I've been trying to like sit on and just release when it's kind of dry. But this one clip I released last week, the person was like, "Oh yeah, that was a year ago." And I'm like, "No, it wasn't." She's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Fuck." So I've just been releasing all the clips for over and under.
Over and under.